Hey guys, Comics Crypt coming back at you again. Continuing on with my month of comic book hauls from flea markets, yard sales, garage sales, online pickups. What I'm showing right here is a Walmart pack I picked up probably about 2 weeks ago. I actually picked up 2 packs. The one I didn't realize was pretty damaged. It was another one that had "This Was the Cover" book on it. That was the only book that was really worth anything in that pack, and they all went up to my stand. But this pack was a banger. So we'll start off here with Batman Beyond the White Knight, book 1. And there's some controversy around this book. It does have, I think there is a first appearance of a new, supposedly female girl, Robin, who's under the Red Hood for right now, but she eventually becomes a Robin, I believe. But supposedly this was shorted to the LCS, from what Sean Murphy was saying. So I don't know. I mean, this book goes for around the $15 mark. I don't know with these showing up in the Walmart packs now because the LCSs were shorted, if this will still have any legs or not. But I saw it. I remember there was something about it. I grabbed it. But in that pack this was the second book. This is a variant cover to Batman 92. It's just a punchline cover. I guess the second appearance of her on the cover. I believe the first appearance was a In Hook Lee store exclusive. So I don't know if that really classifies as a first appearance or not, because it's a store exclusive. It wasn't out available to everybody. Not everybody knew about it, where this was. Beautiful art germ cover. So however they guys want to play it, you want to say this was the first cover appearance of Punchline or the second cover appearance of Punchline. If you want to count store exclusives in, then I guess it'd be the second cover appearance of Punchline. Second overall appearance, however you guys want to say, view that as. This beautiful. This is a Year to Villains Joker one shot. Brian Boland. This is the retail. Let me try to decipher my notes. This is it's the retail gift variants, Brian Boland cover. So, and this showed up in the Walmart pack. So, and this, I guess, was still during some of the pandemics, and maybe not all the LCSs got these, and they're putting these into packs. And this also is the, I forgot to mention, is the first the first meeting of Punchline and Harley Quinn. So, but that's just a wicked looking Brian Boland cover. And top that off with the Brian Boland cover that I picked up today, which is the homage to the Killing Joke. Just wicked looking Jokers. But this is the big one. This is Harley Quinn #1, the 2021 WonderCon foil exclusive. So I was shocked. This pack, like I said, was a banger. But yeah, apparently they're putting these exclusives in there too. So I'm not sure, was WonderCon didn't happen in person last year. I'm not quite sure on that. But apparently these are making into this new DC packs. There's no guarantee that this will have this in it, because these 3 books that I showed you were not the same ones that was in the other pack that had this. So it's a crap show. I guess if you can look to see if you can see that spine, grab it. All right, that was my Walmart hauls. Now, I actually did write down some notes this time, so a little more prepared. This here is, I actually have 2 of these, but I sold the one already. This is Justice League #1, the IMAX freebie that was given away when you went to go see the Justice League in IMAX from AMC. So, and then we have Wonder Woman 105. This is the first appearance of Cassandra Sandmark, who later becomes Wonder Girl. And this here, Wonder Woman 157, this is the first appearance of Egg Foo. Well, I got this from the gentleman in New Holland who was having his porch sale as well. Got some boogering up there, a few spine ticks and stuff, but otherwise for 12-cent cover, it's in really nice shape. Then we got Showcase presents Power Girl. This is the origin of Power Girl, the first solo Power Girl issue, and the first appearance and death of Zor-El, Allura, and NZ, if that even matters. Got Shade, Changing Man #1, and Ragman #1. With Justice League Dark, supposedly might be getting, I don't know if it's getting a streaming show, probably a streaming show. You never know. You never know who's going to be in it, what characters are going to be in it. I believe in one of the iterations of Justice League Dark, these guys are in there. I don't follow DC that much. I just, stuff I've been hearing. Our Army at War. This is a, I'm not sure. I don't think it's a 100-page giant, but it's a thicker, square-bound book. It's a DC Giant, they call it. And this is the 200th appearance of Sergeant Rock. I grew up with Sergeant Rock. Sergeant Rock and GI Combat's what actually got me into comics, and how I got into superheroes was one time my mom went to go grocery shopping, and she came back with my comic books, and there was a Spider-Man book in there. I'm like, well, what the heck is this? Because I'm used to the war books, and I read it. I don't quite remember what issue number that was anymore, but that's what got me hooked on, and then I just discovered a whole world of Marvel superheroes. I hadn't heard of and knew of the DC superheroes, but I never really got into DC superheroes. I like the war books. And anyways, I digress. We picked up a nice copy of Karate Kid #1. And Infinity Inc. 15 and 25. No big issues here. They're just, I'm trying to put the Infinity run that McFarlane did artwork in, and that started. There's controversy if it's 13 or 14. 13, I guess, has a pinup in it that he did. 14 actually has cover and artwork. So I'm trying to get issues 13 to 37. And then this is another one where I got to go through my boxes and get them all gathered up and see what I have and what I'm missing. Identity Crisis #4, strictly covered by beautiful Michael Turner Wonder Woman. This is probably my 5th or 6th one. I can stop picking these up too. This was at one point in time actually going for almost $10. I don't know if it still is or not, but because I picked this up, I think, for $1 or $2. Excuse me. Hardware #12. Newsstand is one of the reasons I picked it up. It's a newsstand, and I don't know if these milestone books are doing anything anymore besides static. They were a thing a year or so back. I don't know if they still are, but I figured, hey, it was in a dollar bin. It was a newsstand. It's in pretty good shape. I picked it up. I know they're rebooting the Milestone brand. Don't know if they're rebooting all of them or what exactly is going on with it, but I do have a stack, probably half a short box full of Milestone books that I've been picking up throughout the past several years. Probably should just try to go through and just unload them now. I just got way too many books, not enough space. Green Lantern 43. This is the prologue to the Blackest Night storyline, which is actually a very good story. I can see DC Animated, if they haven't already, doing something Blackest Night and Brightest Day in like 2 different DVDs. That'd be cool. I'd buy it. And this is also where Black Hand becomes a Black Lantern, and they start reanimating dead superheroes and villains to become Black Lanterns. Final Crisis number 7. This is the first appearance of Calvin Ellis, and it's also the first appearance and death of a character called Mondrake. Calvin Ellis, I believe, is the second Black Superman, if I remember correctly from what I read online. This book was hot at one time too. I don't know if it still is or not anymore. Elvira House of Mystery number 6. This is a run I'm trying to complete. This Elvira House of Mystery ran for 11 issues. I know I don't have the last issue, because that's her riding a broom in front of the moon. It's real Halloween-y kind of looking cover. I do have most of these. This is another title that I gotta go through all my boxes, put them all together, and see what I'm missing yet. Dragonlance. I believe I talked about Dragonlance, Dungeons and Dragons, and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons on a video or 2 back. This is just something I'm trying to put together, those runs, Dragonlance, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and yeah, I don't remember what I said the other one was. But anyways, this is issues 2, 7, and 24. This ran for 34 issues, so I just got to take the time and put them all together, catalog them, and see what I'm missing yet. I know I'm still missing a good bit, but I got a good bit of them. Speaking of runs, I finally completed this run with I already have issues 1 and 4. I did not have issue 5, and I found that, so I grabbed that. So that completes that run. And I guess there's going to be a streaming show, or she's coming to a streaming show, or something's going on with Madame Xanadu. Throw another stack here quick. Speed this up. We got Detective Comics 553. This is the second appearance of the Black Mask. I already have first appearance. I think I have 2 copies of the first appearance. Then we got DC Comics Presents Superman and Power Girl number 56. This is the first appearance of Maldar the Dark Lord. Now, I'd always wondered about this, because this looks very familiar to Crisis 7 with Superman holding Supergirl. So I got to wondering, is this an homage cover to that, or is Crisis 7 a homage issue to this? And come to find out, Crisis 7 is a homage issue to this. This issue came out in April of 1983, where Crisis number 7 came out in October of 85. I just thought that's just a little interesting piece. Just got me wondering when I picked it up. That's the only reason I picked it up, really. I didn't, not for this first appearance of whoever that Dark Lord is, which Voldemort will come and kill him. Anyways, I picked it up because I thought that it was a homage cover. Then Dark Knight, Venom, Part 5 of 5. I grabbed these things and it's a good read. It probably can put 4 or 5 of these sets together. It's another one I can probably stop buying. I should stop buying. Catwoman 83. Just picked up because it's a Harley Quinn cover. It's a harder to find book. Then we got Brave and the Bold. This is actually number 145. This is the Whitman variant. That's another thing I try and collect, is the Whitman variants of different issues and stuff. It's probably a short box full of Whitman variants I have. I mean, got some issues, got some staining and stuff here, but overall, most of the Whitman variants I find are way worse shape than this. Brightest Day number 10. This is the first cameo of Deathstorm, and Deathstorm is the Black Lantern version of Firestorm, and it's the first cover appearance of Jackson Hyde, the second Aqualad. And then we're back here with the Milestone books. This was just a number 1. I grabbed it. And then Batman 366. This is the first appearance of Jason Todd in the Robin costume. So, you know, Joker covers go for some monies if they're in good shape. This is actually not a bad shape. I would put it at fine. It's very fine. It's got some spine ticks, and corners are a little rounded, but presents very well. And then we got Batman 429, Death and Family Part 4, newsstand. Okay, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and Dragonlance, yes. So this is another one I'm trying to put together. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, this ran for 36 issues. So, and this came out in 89. This is a newsstand, so we're right at that period where I want to say newsstands and comic shops are probably 50-50, maybe more leaning towards 60-40 for comic shops. But we have issues 5, 15, I got some dust shadowing, and 24. And I read a good article somewhere that had the breakdowns of newsstands and directs and when they switch over and stuff. As I try to find it again. Action 595. This is the first appearance of the Silver Banshee. Then we got Sandman 75. This is the last issue. This probably makes my 3rd copy of this now. This is EC reprints from the 70s. Back during 73 to 75, EC Classic reprints. They ran this for 12 issues, and they just picked certain stories out of their 50s titles and reprinted them in these formats. Then we got a couple DCU books. We got Batman 531 DCU and Batman 509 DCU. Then I actually need to put these separate because I got a short box and a half full about DCU books. Then I've been picking up these amalgam covers. Now, in my last video I showed one that said the Magnetic Men, or Magneto's Magnetic Men, or something like that. Now this one here is Magneto and the Magnetic Men. So that, and it's a newsstand, so I thought that was interesting. I guess one DC did and one Marvel did. And then we have X-Patrol. And that's a newsstand as well. Grab my last stack here, because this video is running a little bit longer than I thought it would. Even with my notes, thought it would go quicker. Well, I took a bigger chunk of the short box too. Alright, here we got What If Magic Became Sorcerer Supreme #1. I love these What If books. And then this is the Master Edition of the basically the Who's Who of Marvel Universe. These were meant to be put in a binder. One of these days I'm going to find a Marvel binder, and I have most of these Masters editions. I would love to put them all in a binder. Here we got Gamora #1. This was a hot book a while back. I don't know if it still is or not. Anytime I see them, on the cheap, I pick them up. This I got on an online Facebook auction thing. I thought this was pretty dang interesting. Death Wish Coffee presents Odin Force, and they actually have an Odin Force coffee, so I thought that was cool. Then we got Top Cow Classics, Tomb Raider Black and White #1, and Tomb Raider #1. And I love me some Lady Death. Hughes covers. I gotta check into this. I'm not sure if this was Adam Hughes or if this was another Hughes. But Lady Death, the Odyssey sneak preview. And here we have another Lady Death. Not sure which book this was. Or this one. I didn't do too well marking these. And then this is the foil cover. This might be between Heaven and Hell. I don't remember. That's a beautiful foil cover. And then my last two books are some Simpsons books I found. Krusty #1 and Krusty #3. And I think Krusty ran for 4 or 6 issues. So try and put that together as well. But alright, that's it for now. This one ran a lot longer. But again, if you like what you see, please subscribe, hit that like button, leave comments below, notifications so you know when I post up new videos. And I didn't get to do my shout outs today because this video ran out a little bit too long. I'll do my shout outs on my next video. Thanks a lot, guys.